Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me and allowing me to continue to be your daily advocate. If you're new here or you're not subscribed for any reason, please do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button. Thank you to all of you who have been watching and following me for so long. It truly means a lot, and I'm glad that I can be this person.
A 1-hour settlement discussion happened a couple of months ago. It didn't settle, which means that the next most likely settlement time would be at mediation, see arrow below, which will be hosted by the one and only Judge Netburn, who has seen all the documents in camera. Again, guys, look at that. It seems like there was a talk about settlement, right? But they didn't settle, which means probably next time there's a huge possibility, because look at that, Judge Netburn has seen all the documents, right? If you go down here, since Judge Netburn has seen all the Ethereum and XRP documents, then could she highly recommend the SEC to settle with Ripple, right? That's the main question. That's why I mentioned it. She knows exactly what are in the emails, right? Oh my, etc. And if I am correct in that the SEC is the problem child here, that could make a big difference. Here you go. Look at that. She knows exactly what are in the emails, guys. So everything. It's basically game over, isn't it, right? If you go here to XRP 334 suite, think about it. XRP $100 soon. Remember, we have seen this before, right? I don't know if this was from an article site. Ripple SEC's lawsuit is expected to be over by April 2022. Now, Attorney Jeremy believes that it will be settled by around September, right? Possibly, guys, it could happen at any moment in time. Now, BitBoy did interview Johnny Deaton and Attorney Jeremy as well. Let's see what they have to say right here. Listen very carefully, guys.
Always better to just do the settlement and get it over with. So let's assume it does settle or XRP wins. What effect do you think this will have on the overall crypto market, John?
Well, I think that, well, first let me address that. Let me cite somebody that knows a lot more than me, and that's Brian Brooks, who used to be the Office of Comptroller. He's Bitfury CEO. I sent a tweet out that said it would take Brian Brooks 15 minutes or less to settle this case. He would basically say Ripple pays a fine for early sales, for marketing or whatnot, on how they marketed XRP from 2013 to 2017. Declare that XRP, today's XRP, is not a security, and spend more time deciding what to eat for lunch. He actually responded to that, Ben, and he said, one correction, I don't eat lunch, right?
There we go. Again, guys, this is how we know the SEC is just delaying for what reason? Perhaps the world isn't yet ready. It seems like these events are moving very fast, guys. Like this, for example, and maybe that's why there is going to be a settlement soon up on the horizon. Now, Tranglo, sweetheart, listen to this right here, guys, very carefully. We are thrilled to announce today we have enabled Ripple on-demand liquidity across all our payment corridors. Wow. Remember, we were talking about utility, right? Liquidity. Deep liquidity by Chris Larson basically stated will be the long-term winners in the space. This comes after a successful pilot ODL deployment last September, which saw 250,000 transactions worth $48 million USD processed in 100 days. Again, look at this, guys. Isn't this crazy? Ripple, Tranglo, and then the world, right? We have been talking about the world. XRP goes around the world. It goes, right? Basically, ODL leverages XRP to bridge currencies. Again, remember XRP being the longest bridge, right? The only one, allowing businesses to perform instant cross-border payments without costly pre-funding. Again, it's all the proof is in the pudding. If you look closely enough, guys, you can see the proof in the pudding. This is XRP's Ripple XRP meant for what? Solving real-world problems. Again, we don't make these things up. The proof is in the pudding. Jack the Rippler tweeted out, Brett Garlinghouse, quote, there were 15 senior executives from JP Morgan in Ripple's office, end quote. Right, there we go. Look at that. Brett Garlinghouse in connections, right, with all these people, all the institutions, all the companies, the central banks, the governments, the nations, the countries. Guys, we know what's taking place. They literally show you in plain sight though. Isn't that crazy? Digital asset adoption, sweetheart. In case anyone was unsure, Ripple, Chris Larson, right? Look at this. XRP can replace Swift. Listen very carefully. Now, Ripple continues to work hard in order to promote the XRP ecosystem, right? If you go down here, XRP can replace Swift. One of the most important products that Ripple has is the XRP powered ODO. The on-demand liquidity product uses XRP to move money across borders, and it was previously known as XRapid, but the product's name changed following a rebranding process, right? Chris Larson, Ripple founder, said that the startup is positioning XRP in a spot from which it's able to replace Swift. This is interesting because this article was made in May 15th, 2020, guys. Now, I'm not saying it will replace Swift and whatnot, but very interesting stuff to say the least. Swift is the traditional payment system that has been used by banks and financial institutions for decades now. But over time, it became flawed. Remember when Swift was made? Literally like 40, 50, like decades and decades and decades ago, guys. Right? So there needs to be some change. Either Swift needs to adopt, right, these digital assets, implement XRP, or it has to go away, right? Now, Ripple is trying to overcome Swift's flaws and offer customers instant, safe, and cheap cross-border transactions via ODO. Banks will trust XRP rather than Bitcoin. Again, remember, these people will make us rich, right? Wealthy. During a new interview, Larson said that he's doubting banks will ever trust Bitcoin's proof-of-work system for validating transactions. Again, Bitcoin has to go. Who else is basically saying that? No one else, because everyone loves Bitcoin. But we know the plans in the pudding, guys. Basically, right? He pointed to a risk of a 51% attack in which a mining pool can gain more than 50% of the network hash rate, right? Wow. Again, even David Schwartz stated the same thing, guys. They seem like they're probably warning people of these reasons that could come in, right? This is the reason for which banks might find Bitcoin too risky for settlements. The miners can rewrite history, so that's why I think you probably won't see proof-of-work models be the guts of the global financial system to take the place of Swift and corresponding banking. For example, Larson said, as quoted, right? He continued and pointed out, whereas I think the XRP ledger I think is already providing can be that replacement to the existing inefficient system. Wow. Again, guys, he's in the know. He literally tells people the truth, right? So either this happens or not, we know XRP will be implemented into the new financial system at the end of the day. Again, from XRP 334, just a reminder, XRP is a standard. Again, remember how it really is a standard. Saudi Arabia's central banks sign a blockchain deal with Ripple, right? Again, all the banks, guys, literally the whole world they go. No joke about it, right? Look at this. To help banks in the kingdom settle payments using blockchain software. Again, guys, regulators begin to explore new forms of financial technology, right? A lot of banks, a lot of central banks. This will allow Saudi banks to make faster, cheaper, and more transparent cross-border transactions. Again, all the proof is basically right here, guys, at the end of the day. We actually do not make these things up. Ian has tweeted out, why is no one paying attention to this? This is happening in Washington, D.C., right? Or what's happening? We see right here, the digital currency conference, right? CBDCs, all of those things, interoperability. Who do we see right there? Ripple and the IMF. Again, look at that, guys. I told you, the institutions already know about XRP and Ripple, right? Because they're probably the ones who told David Schwartz, hey, to create the founders to create XRP. Think about it. Come on. The quote-unquote powers that be. Now, critical truthers tweet out, XRP versus Bitcoin. Now, this actually made me laugh when I saw this picture, guys. XRP partners, right? We got to take a close look. Look at all these people, guys, right? All the institutions, all the companies, all the banks, the governments, the nations, and then we go to Bitcoin partners. Literally El Salvador. Proof is basically right here. where all these people support XRP, Ripple, and we see Bitcoin partners.
So enjoy your day, everybody. I'm always here for you. Leave any comments or questions below, and be sure to subscribe. But thanks, everybody. I really appreciate you. Enjoy your day, and I always have your back. So thanks so much, everybody.